Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, officials urge caution after series of snowmobile crashes. Authorities in both Maine and New Hampshire are urging snowmobile riders to slow down and be careful after a series of crashes left riders with serious injuries. New Hampshire Fish and Game officials say a Connecticut man likely will be charged after losing control of his snowmobile and crashing in Gorham on Saturday. Elsewhere, a Massachusetts man was ticketed after he failed to stop at a driveway crossing and struck a car in Colebrook. And a Massachusetts woman was hurt when she was thrown from a machine in Pittsburgh and struck a tree. In Maine, a crash near Stacyville Friday left a Massachusetts man in critical condition, and an Auburn woman broke her leg when she was ejected from her machine when it was struck a pressure rider at 60 miles per hour. Man faces DUI charge after crashing car into Belmont home, police say. Nobody in home at the time. Take a look at this photo. As you see, the car crashed into a home. A man has been charged with driving under the influence after police say he crashed into a Belmont home Sunday morning. Timothy Lynch, 34, crashed a 2010 Honda into the home on Cherry Street about 6:30 a.m. Belmont police said in a press release. Nobody was inside the home at the time. Lynch of Laconia and a passenger were taken to Lake Region General Hospital with minor injuries. Their vehicle sustained significant front end damage. Police said speed has not been ruled out as an additional factor in the crash. One dead, several injured in pileup involving more than 100 vehicles. Take a look at this video.
At Beltates, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers need them. Beltates Building Products. 9 locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
Okay, as you saw in that video, was the scene of that pileup crash in Wisconsin. At least one person was killed Sunday and several others were injured in a multi-vehicle crash on Interstate 41. A Winnipeg County Sheriff's Office spokesman said Sunday that officials estimated more than 100 vehicles were involved, updating a previous number of more than 40 vehicles involved identified by a Wisconsin Department of Transportation. And tonight, Oscars are happening tonight. Countdown to the Oscars. Let's take a listen to this video from Good Morning America.
Step in and rise above in the uncompromising Cadillac SUVs.
Award ceremony.
ABC's Kana Whitworth is already there. She joins us now with a preview of the big night. Good morning, Kana.
Eva, Dan, good morning. So the Hollywood stage is set. Take a look at this red carpet. There is more than 16,000 square feet of red carpet. It took some 900 hours to install. So the stars will be making their way down this red carpet, then they'll head up the stairs into the Dolby Theater there for an Academy Awards this year that is just dripping in anticipation and curiosity.
And the Oscar goes to?
And the Oscar goes to.
And the Oscar goes to. With just hours to go, stars like Serena Williams, Samuel L. Jackson, and Brie Larson, as well as Casey Musgraves, taking the stage for rehearsal while they'll be presenting tonight. But before those awards are handed out, the Oscars will open with Queen. In the spotlight after the success of Bohemian Rhapsody. But the show will be hostless for the first time in 30 years since Rob Lowe and Snow White performed this opening number.
It's going to be fun to watch, and we get to honor all these folks in the 24 categories.
Questions about the show's MC sprouted after comedian Kevin Hart stepped down from the gig following backlash over old homophobic tweets that resurfaced late last year.
The offer was made. It was received. I was excited. Things happened. It didn't work out the way that it should have.
The category for Best Picture remains wide open. Potential firsts loom for the nominated films, with Netflix landing their first Best Picture nomination with Roma. It could be the first foreign language film to take home Best Picture, and its star, Yalitza Aparicio, could be the first ever indigenous Mexican woman to win Best Actress in a leading role, a newbie to the Hollywood scene.
Is this your game?
Black Panther, already a big winner at the SAG Awards, could be the first superhero film to win the title. And it's the 7th nomination for Glenn Close, who could win her first Oscar in her role for The Wife.
If you're trolling for nuggets of bitterness, you'll find none here.
And in the bad times I fear myself.
And in one of the most anticipated categories of the night, original song nominees Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper will perform their hit Shallow from A Star Is Born.
Tell me something, boy.
So it's amazing. This really is a year of firsts. Lady Gaga, who you just heard there, could be the first to ever win a Best Actress and Best Original Song Oscar in the same year. Spike Lee could be the first African-American to win the Oscar for Best Director. And Alfonso Cuarón could also be the first to win for Best Director and Best Cinematography. Of course, that's for Roma, you guys. So really, it's amazing to me that at the 91st Academy Awards, we could see so many firsts.
It's still incredible every year. Thank you so much, Kano. You guys going to be watching tonight?
I am. I'm looking forward to the musical performances.
Yeah.
Like it's this year a little bit different than others.
You're watching, right?
I look forward to being in sweatpants with pizza crumbs all over myself. That's what I feel.
Exactly.
We wouldn't let you wear sweatpants this morning.
By the way, you almost started the newscast yesterday with that same outfit. Just to let people know.
I didn't mean for that to go public. Did I use my outside voice for that? By the way, you can catch all the action leading up to the big show on our Oscar countdown live from the red carpet starting at 1 Eastern. ABC's TJ Holmes, Janae Norman, and Chris Connolly will have interviews with the nominees, a look at what the stars were doing before they got famous, plus a deep dive into the fascinating history of the movie A Star is Born. And you can watch the Oscar ceremony live at 8 Eastern right here on ABC.
Well, hey there, GMA fan.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we want to hear from you. Let us know, will you be watching the Oscars tonight? Comment below and let us know. We want to hear from you. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Have a wonderful night, everyone. See you back here tomorrow for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night, everyone. Bye.